But life has changed a lot since I left rehab the second time. I have a relationship with my fiance that is, without a doubt, the best it's ever been over a period of 7 years. We became parents last year. Our little girl just turned a year old. Dude, it's me. It's the same guy who couldn't go half a day without drinking, and now we're raising a child. Dude, how do you explain that if not for absolute grace? And I have this amazing new job. And by the me not just holding down a job but being productive at it is a massive miracle. Because one of the things that happened after I got on medication to help me stabilize is that I couldn't concentrate. I'm a creative, so I couldn't, there's a part of me that I could not tap into after I started taking this medication. And after I decided to wean off the medication, I didn't want to push myself too far because I knew I didn't have the safe buffer of medication. So there was a place I was always afraid to go beyond. But 3 years later, I started a company, it fell, another one, it fell, and then there's this new amazing opportunity where I'm working with people who I genuinely care about, doing something that I truly care about, and it's perfect. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not an angel, far from it. I have many weaknesses. I still smoke. I'm still hopeful and faithful to the fact that one day I'll wake up and I'll have the grace again to walk away from that. I mean, I'm not an angel. Like every time I'm on social media and I talk about stuff, I have had people inbox me and refer to me as pastor or something. And I'm like, hey, wrong guy. I'm not a pastor. I'm not even religious, man. I think I'm a bit spiritual. I'd like to think I am. I'm not religious. Rediscovering myself has been, it's been one heck of a journey. It's been painful. There are moments when I have been required by circumstances and stuff to go through really difficult times. That I feel, or I know, in fact, I know have made me better. One might think that having left rehab with such a positive attitude, that naturally things would have been better and easier. But they got progressively worse. We literally got to a place where we had no money at all. We were in serious debt, we had loans. We have loans. At some point a few years back, my girlfriend, now fiance, lost her job, actually walked away from her job because it was a stressful situation. Meanwhile, I couldn't get anyone to hire me because this industry I'm involved in is really small and everyone knows everyone. And word would go around, like guys would be very excited about your CV and meet you and talk to you, and later on they would make calls about references and you would never hear from them again. Simply because word went around, man, that stuff had hit the fan. So I couldn't get a job, and that's how I came up with this idea of putting together a small thing for myself. So worked for a while, collapsed. Dude, I mean, my point is, it has not been easy. But I trusted that there was a reason why I was given this new lease on life. And more importantly, I said, you know what? If nothing else comes out of my life, let someone else look at Jege and say, that homie did it. I think I can too. Yeah, that for me, I think that's a win for me. But God has been faithful, man, that after such trying times and just ridiculous experiences, somehow I stayed sober, I stayed sane through it all, Um, and then there's this new day that has come where I actually embrace and accept. I'm almost excited about challenge because I've appreciated that challenge is what comes to refine you. It's what comes every time you feel stretched. There's a mentor of mine who keeps saying this. Every time you feel stretched, you're actually growing. You're in the growth process. And that, man, how true is that? So every time I find myself going through like a challenge or like a period of time that is just taking quite a bit of energy from me, I know that I'm growing, so I embrace it. And one challenge, two challenge, 3 years down the line, I am who I am. I wish, I mean, given the chance, and if I could change how everything played out, then it literally means that everyone that I hurt, everyone whose heart I broke, everyone who I scared, everyone who I offended, then I would get a chance to do all that again. But it would also mean that I would not be who I am today. And I've kind of learned to place a lot of value in who I am today. Not because I'm suddenly this brilliant human being, but it's because I've appreciated the fact that the experiences I've gone through, let me put it another way. We are the sum total of our experiences. Mine have been hugely vast. And dude, I don't know that I would want to trade that for anything. It's taken me a long time to make amends with a lot of people who I've hurt. I think out of a list of close to 200 people, I think I have 2 left 3 years later. And I'll get there. I'm getting there. So some of them may never trust me again. Some of them may never forgive me. And some of them, I wouldn't blame them for not forgiving me, but I regret, for every single person who I had.